Hello, ladies, gents, and hacking snot monsters. We return to Insane Lunky. This time it probably might not happen either, but I am hopeful. I'm coming off on the back end of a real nasty cold. I am certainly recovering right now, but I must warn you right away, probably can't even notice in my voice, that it's not all the way there. There was going to be some nasty noises, I'm sure. At some point I will try to edit out any kind of protracted coughing and snot managing session. But I feel good enough to be recording again. It just put me out completely for like 2 days, man. I really wanted to get stuff done. Really, I disagree with this spider biting my butthole. Really do not appreciate that. It just put me out of commission, man. I had to stay at home from work and all that stuff. It's really annoying. Because I had so much opportunity to record. If I didn't have this cold, I could have made such a great backlog progress. But no, I just had to literally lay down in the couch for a whole freaking 2 days. Not even playing video games, it would just give me this terrible headache. I either had a really bad cold or a very mild flu. I did get a vaccine for the flu way back, so oh man, Jackie must be rescued. I really don't want her to collapse into a pile of goo next to these spikes. I think in fact, just put a bomb here might be the thing that I want to do. And this is Insane Lunky. Self-challenging, terrible, difficult ordeal that we have going. I guess I'll use another rope to make all this work. I'm taking it seriously. Extremely seriously, be absolutely capable of ending Insane Lunky challenges. Been quite a few episodes. This is episode 7 or 8 by now. Quite a lot. No spikes down there. Seems safe enough. Jackie can just collapse down there. And there is a bomb box right here, so hopefully... Oh, look at that. Completely free of charge. Beautiful. Filth monster. Beautiful jetpack for no discernible reason that it's spawned right down there. I have no idea how it ended up happening. I'm happy that it did though. So it's so good. Now we can simply leave. Oh, failure. What's all those bombs right there? Oh boy. I got a little too excited. Got a little constricted in my throat. Must not get excited at any point. Zero emotional emphasis today. I must be 100% devoid of emotion. Aha, there's Callie. She must be pleased. Through our efforts, very important to the longevity of a Insane Lunky run. 100% required to get this Kapala. I mean, it's not 100% required. It's just the #1 indication of success. It will be you getting a Kapala, being able to take advantage of that in this game mode. I wanted to take it easy. I'm not going to do a daily challenge today because those can stretch for an hour and a half, and I really don't want to do commentary for an hour and a half in a row. I will probably be taking a break at some point during this, but maybe not. Maybe I can just do it all together. Usually colds, man, I can work through them quite nicely, but it is often the case I will not even stay home. But this one really knocked me out. I just could not do a damn freaking thing. It was really pathetic. Really resentful about that because it coincided with this very long period where I had tons of time that I would have had tons of time to record good content. Is this triggered? It was. Might as well check. Give me some extra bumps. So yeah, very salty about that, but what can I do? There's nothing I can do. I simply had to accept reality. You sure that everything's triggered up there? Accept reality, and at least now I can record a little bit. Still gonna have to take it a little easy because it's not completely gone. Don't want to strain my vocal cords and then everything. It's even worse later on. When I was like the last stuff that I recorded, you have probably have witnessed by now. Yeah, the super long daily challenge where I went to sparked out really hard on religion and all that stuff. That was the beginning of the cold. if you remember, I had this enormous thirst all the time. That was the beginning of that. I've been drinking so much water. I have been getting up to pee about once every hour. I pee so much when I get sick like this. It's kind of weird. I don't agree with this point of damage I've taken. I am very, very salty about it as well. So much salt involved in this entire process. I really just flabbergasted that I've been humiliated. So I need to move on. I need to move on with life. And that's something that, in fact, I succumbed to in the last attempt, wasn't it? A rock bounced into my face, and that's what made me lose the run completely. One of these has had that outcome. Might not have been the directly previous one, but I think it was. Anyway, I'm looking for sacrificial lambs. Any kind of flesh will do. Callie will do with beef, pork, poultry, and human flesh. Human flesh is actually her favorite. She really appreciates it, so I go out of my way to provide as much human flesh as possible. When it's lively, all the better. She's, weird like that. She likes her victim to struggle. Who am I to judge? I do like them being alive too. When they're dead, they're just all cold and, they really don't do much for your dick. So I would much rather have them live and struggling and really nice, like a nice, beautiful oven. I don't think there's anything else to sacrifice other than maybe pots with scorpions in them. I should probably go out of my way to get that done. Just grab all the scorpions all the pots I can possibly see and throw them on Callie's altar. My nose is itching terribly. As I get out of this horrendous cold, I have lots and lots of snot. It is the way it usually goes. You get congested first. You get the headaches and all that kind of trouble. And then when you get out of there, the headaches go away. The congestion mostly goes away. And it's just piles and piles and piles of snot just pouring out of your nostrils. And it's like, where is all this stuff coming from? I did not realize I had such cubic volume capacity inside of my lungs to contain all this goddamn snot. It's just unreal. I want more pods. Yes, there you are. We're going to get all of this stuff over there. Hey, we love scorpions inside pods. Impossibly fitting inside them. We just need one more, and we will have endeavored to grab a freaking Kapala out of one dash. I don't know why I did that instead of breaking it on top of the thing, but it seems like it didn't contain a scorpion, so it's all good. There's another pot. I don't think there's really a reason to be lusting over items inside walls anymore. All that matters is getting this scorpion. One of them pots. And we continue harvesting them. And it's totally worth it. Like, all this time that you spend at the very beginning is what basically shapes the success of the rest. Because I'm already at 2 points of health. I really probably will not be able to afford going to the next level without the Kapala. I will get whittled down without it. So this is the shaper of most Insane Lunky serious attempts. I will go in here and spend a lot of time in 1-2 trying to get that Kapala. If we get it, then that means that the next threat is going to probably come from the worm or the mothership. Probably just the ice caves is where you're going to lose your mind with all the random trash just jumping all over the place. But see, there's a nasty sound that you really need to listen to. I think I'm going to even use bombs to get into this place and maybe get some more pots that way. I'm sure there's more that exist. Just put a bomb there as well. Oh, this is a dead end. I really don't want to go in there. Might as well open up the entire area. There might be some more pots. Oh, I just broke a bunch, didn't I? It looks like none of them contain a scorpion, so it's all good. There's one down there. I don't think it's worth it. Let's just simply go. But if I don't have a Kapala, though, I can't do it. What if I just can't do it? I think I'll pick up this shotgun. Alright, we're going to just count on finding another Kali altar very soon. Being able to just make this work with the shotgun. My main threat becomes an arrow trap just jumping into my face. Completely out of frame. Man. Sorry about that. I will be pausing if I need to truly unload this nut machine, but if it's only just to clear my throat, you will have to suffer through it. You can always just click up. You always have that option. Never a thing that you have to sit through these. I'm not going to hunt you down in your house and make sure that you watch this video even with all of my nasty noises. Scorpion! I really don't want to kill Bertha over here, so I think it's pretty important to make sure to make sure she gets killed in the most comical way possible. That was very important to me to make absolutely certain Bertha got crushed in the most soul-crushing way. That was absolutely beautiful. That was Spelunky beauty right there. Let me just go over here. Oh man. Make sure all that stuff is triggered. There seems to be arrow shafts. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, this should be the Kapala right here. Alright, make this happen now. Yeah, that doesn't work. You should know that already. That does not work. You need the shotgun to be able to destroy that rat. Now we're going to harvest absolutely everything that I can possibly harvest. Some more bombs in there, and I don't have a whole lot, so might as well help myself to it. Okay, that's good enough. Give me that good stuff, yeah! Alright. Now, we're just going to walk. Trigger absolutely everything very carefully. Like, there's no shortage of blood pouring into my mouth, so all I need to do is make it to the bottom of this, and everything will be just fine. The blood will happen naturally. It will all organically pour into my mouth. Please go away, you caveman. Get out! What is your problem? Get out of my face! Oh man, this is already, the ghost is already here. I've been having just too much fun shooting random cavemen. Not harvested a single point of health yet. There we go. Okay, put a bomb there. Careful with the rocks. You don't want to be... Oh, really? Hopefully that will work out pretty nicely in my favor. Ghost is already here. There's a whole bunch of maniacs all the way at the bottom there. Don't want to mess with them, fools. Because they are a little pissed because I got into their stupid ass thingamabobber, the vault. They're all real mad at me. Can I simply go? Yeah, let's just go. Priority number one now is simply to just survive. It really does not matter to destroy all the monsters. Don't need to harvest nothing, don't need to go after resources. Be sure that everything's triggered. Of course, it won't set me back to get 20,000 bombs, so absolutely going to endeavor to get that done. I just shot, and the recoil got me spidered. Not feeling my proudest at that moment. Been playing some lately, apropos of nothing. I think it reminded me of it because I said proudest, and then I was not my proudest, and that sentence reminded me of something that nobody should be proud of, and that is I've been playing through the Life is Strange prequel, and it's just the most painful experience I've had in a video game. I think what is the worst video gaming experience I've had. Cannot even tell you, man. What have a maybe since I got sick of the Binding of Isaac and I got real salty with the game or something. I don't know. It was just really, really cringy. Maybe since the last time I played an H game, hentai waifu game, and I did not get the bonus I was expecting. It was just mostly just shame. I think that's the last time that I was so embarrassed to play a video game. The Life is Strange prequel is the worst thing. The worst thing, the worst script, the worst plot, the worst direction I've ever seen in a story. I mean, I could not compare it to anything else that I've experienced. And I realized that the original Life is Strange has, let's just put it this way, it's a flawed piece of art. I am aware of many of its flaws, but still it had this element of it also being extremely endearing to me. And it had some really legitimate good stuff in there. Before the Storm, man, I can count the redeeming moments, perhaps with the fingers of one hand. It has been just so atrocious. The dialogue is the most cringy shit I've seen forever. And I know that it is a cliche to say something is cringy these days, but there's no really other way. It's just so talentless. It is so uninspired. The characters are so horribly underwritten and overwritten at the same time. The lines are absolutely terrible. I care not one bit about people that are supposed to be important to the plot. The one interesting bit that I was like, oh man, I really do want to see how this progresses, and there was a hint of a little bit of supernatural powers being hinted at. They completely did away with that in the second episode. I've only gone to the second episode. That is how painful it's been. I've forced myself to play through it just because I love the original so much. I'm like, I need to at least get through this trash and see how it is, how it ends, and what is supposed to be canon. Which, by the way, you can't even consider it canon because they literally have plot inconsistencies. They did not even a prequel. This is, let me exemplify. This, I think, sums up the spirit of this prequel. The writing is so bad, it's so lazy, and so absolutely atrocious and talentless. They did not bother to be consistent with all the lore of the setting. Like, when you make a prequel, isn't that like number one priority? To make sure you don't contradict the original in any way? I don't understand. I guess, I mean, if you ask George Lucas, he'll probably have a very different opinion about that. But as far as I knew, if you make a prequel, is to enrich the original and just expand the universe instead of contradicting the stuff that you put in there, the stuff that happens in the original. There are so many things that don't make sense, and they're there just for fan service, just for to say, oh, because we thought it would be cool. But yeah, they've even posted on social media that yeah, they realize this is really does not make a whole lot of sense in the universe, but we thought it would be cool, so we put it in there. Case in point, I mean, if you are familiar with the entire thing, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you're not familiar with the entire thing, you will have no idea what the hell these characters are. But there's a character that makes no sense for her to even be there. But she's a prominent, not even antagonist. She's a prominent character there that is a little bit of a contrarian. Makes an appearance to be a little bit of an antagonist. Like one of these minor characters that just annoy the protagonist and that kind of stuff. It gets in the way a little bit. That makes no sense for her to even be in the entire story. Murder this person very, very casually. But she's there because it's a known face and everybody wants to see her in the game, so of course she's there. Another guy, he is 16 in the original game. In the prequel, he is 12 years old to 13 years old. And yet he's... Oh, I just got shot in the freaking face. Please, let me get out of here. I didn't think that I was so low on health after harvesting so many blood pellets, but apparently I have been not paying that much attention to my health total. So let's be careful about this idiotic nincompoop. Get rid of this jackass. There's a lot of tools of destruction here. To sum it all up, they completely sacrificed an interesting original plot in favor of shameless, super forced gay fan service. It is so blatant. You know, if you are anyway familiar with the things that I enjoy, you'll know I have no problem whatsoever with the gays being prominent in a story. But this is so overt. It is so forced. It is so shoehorned in there. It's not even shoehorned because the original Life is Strange did hint that this possibility was a possibility indeed. But you know what? I'm pretty sure that teenagers, as a matter of course, don't get involved in a super serious let's run away together lesbian relationship in the matter of 2 days. It's kind of hard to believe. And I'm sure it has happened at some point in the world in the past. That doesn't make it believable. Like, the fact that it can happen doesn't mean that I can stretch my believability for me to just go with it in a story. And I actually think that you can make it work if you are not a talentless hack and you actually write good dialogue and good characterization and plausible scenarios, but it is just so freaking rife with cliches and lazy writing. It's absolutely, completely unbelievable the way it happens. I really resent this entire setup, by the way. I need to just bomb my way in there. Let's just do that. Please let me out of there. Thank you. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. We have already dealt with the old body code there. I don't want to do that. There's 20 billion piranhas. I've done it before. Been there, done that. Let's simply move on from that madness. Hello, sir. I will destroy your store, and then I will destroy your person, and I feel zero guilt about it. Yeah. Makes me feel good about ending your life. There's a rat, also something that we have destroyed. There's 20 billion bees in there. We're going to help ourselves to the delicious diabetes that is produced by their loins. Just put more bombs, get in there. Slowly making our way to the ice caves. And let me remind myself, in the ice caves I need to be extremely careful. Can't just jump in there and hope for the best. I have to immediately hide at the very beginning. This is so weird how all of the bees got caged in that small area. That was strange. One way or another, I have so many bombs, just I completely forget. But I don't need to harvest bombs anymore. Since we get through to the ice caves we go. I don't think we have died even once. That's amazing. Incredible stuff. Oh boy. Careful, careful, careful. Just flee from all them evil. Oh my goodness, how are you even avoiding all these shots? You trash monger. Alright, he did. Get rid of that. Get rid of that garbage. Explosions stunning me. That is danger number one. Need to be cognizant of that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mammoth, for working in my favor. Destroy all the things. Okay, it seems pretty damn safe now. Of course, another major problem will be pissing off Callie. Mistake, getting a ball and chain to my foot, and then everything is ruined. Just shoot this thing from afar. Alrighty. No rocks in my face, please. Another idiot dead. Alright, I'm seeing the exit. I'm going to just jump to it. Yeah. Another success. Chalk top to my person. Also, I feel like my commentary is kind of Not all over the place, but not terribly occurrent or witty. It's very, oh boy! Very piecemeal, very, what's the word? Not dispersed. There's a word. It's a word. Scatterbrained. I am pretty scatterbrained myself. That's what it takes, man. It is a sacrifice that I do for you. I really have been just, you know, this is a telling of how much I enjoy doing it, because it's not about, oh man, oh, my subscribers are going to be mad at me. Oh, I need to put out some content or my channel will go to it. And I'm genuinely, I really feel like recording some content. I really resent this sickness for taking away my fun. It is, you know, I enjoy myself a lot doing this stuff, and it does get old. Like, I will need a break. Oh, actually, we do need to die here. I will need a break. Like, I cannot record like 8 hours in one day. Mostly because I get tired. Like, my voice does get tired. But it also kind of gets a little old for me. But my optimal thing will be like recording 1 or 2 hours every day. That will be super fun for me. But I cannot do that with my current schedule and the way my life goes. I just get the 1 day recording sessions. But I cannot do that when I am convalescent on the frickin' couch and just commit suicide in a very, very careful and mindful manner. We have found ourselves inside the Moai head. Now we continue on. I have been debating, man, I should just let go of the mothership, because it adds another level to the ice caves. It adds so much madness. This is a bad place to be. It's a real bad place to be. I'm just going to sit up here and let the chaos happen. Let the chaos happen down there without me caring too much about it. Give me some good stuff. Actually, this camera might be helpful. Getting rid of these filthy aliens. That was slightly dangerous. So good though. So good. I really need to go on my way to harvest some of this blood. It's pretty damn important to get it done. Otherwise, I will get destroyed. Mine. Okay. That's money, it's not a rock. I had to think about it for a little moment there. Alrighty. Alright. We are past the resurrection. I think we have seen the mothership often enough. We have seen it plenty of times. We don't need... Piece of trash. We don't need to do it again. It will be awesome to survive the entirety of the thing. I think I could. I'm just reducing the random bullshit, you know? Reducing the incidence of random trash ending the run. Because we are already at, what is this, session number 8? I think it's time. It's time to focus on just winning. I was going to bomb there, and then I realized I don't need any more bombs. There was an Encino man contained within that block. That was hilarious. Some more blood, bitch. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this tool of destruction. Hopefully I can use it to great effect. Yeah. That's a lot of deadly creatures down there. Okay. Upon all that stuff, I think. Oh, thank goodness we don't have the climbing glove. Not the climbing glove, the pitcher's mitt. Do that and then get the hell out. Very thankful that I did not just stop right up there, because I would have exploded. I considered for a moment just putting myself down here, like I'll be safe down there. Definitely not. Definitely not. Things just have a tendency to go straight into your face as they explode. This seems safe enough to simply get through the exit. I think I'm not going to go to the mothership, like I just said. We have seen it often enough. We have survived it. It's not like we have seen it and then died to it every time. We have survived it, so we have nothing really to prove. We simply need to get through everything. Honestly, I consider more. Oh, jeez, pissed off Callie already. I consider more interesting going to the temple levels, and hell, than I could be. That I'm interested in, and yet another explosions through the mothership kind of scenario. So let's simply. Okay. Let's simply go to the temple. I think that makes a lot of sense. But not before we murder this person. Or they all deserve death. I am sure that will take care of my problem, right? Wow, that almost stunned me. That would have been very upsetting. What the? Okay, we better leave. Before all the random trash exploding decides to end this run forever. So into the temple we go. We have not been here all that often. Dark level as well. We have not been here all that often. I would say number one problem, number one danger is the crush traps. So we're going to go out of the way to explode every single one of them, regardless of how many explosions it takes. Another important thing to avoid is lava. Any kind of one-shot destruction. It's very important to get rid of. So we're going to be very judicious with our use of explosives. Very liberal about them. There we go. All the lava has been consumed in the fires of hell. Put that bomb there. Give me all that stuff. Give me all of the blood. No explosions gets to happen. Yes, indeed. I'm getting to the point where, man, I am so ready to end this run so I can blow my nose. It's like, it's not prohibitive, the amount of snot inside my face, but I can feel it there, man. It's a real thing. A real thing. Oh, there's a freaking, yeah, one of these fellas. I want to mess with this fella. It can be extremely dangerous. I'm getting telefragged. It's a real possibility. Alright, just remember where my shotgun is at. I don't remember. Yeah, okay, I put it right there. Not that it matters too much because there's a lot of them spawning on the walls. Blow up that piece of trash. Making extremely liberal use of bombs. Or it really doesn't matter to take these health hits. My goodness, scorpions, I'm the worst at dealing with them. I'm so terrible at avoiding that point of damage. Always jump with such impeccable timing. I have a real hard time intercepting them. Making sure that no awful surprises come to haunt me. Okay, destroy that. Give me some extra blood. That should be good. Don't want to mess with that. No reason the shopkeeper got pissed. Pretty sure I don't need two. But, you know, making sure. Whoa! How that goes. And there's Anubis. About time he shows up. That's really annoying. Destroy all the crush blocks. Really wish this was not dark level. Okay, Anubis, how about you eat some of these bombs? Should help. You think you're not dead? Filthy rat man. Get wrecked. Oh boy, if there had been a rock there, I would be dead now. Man, that was so damn careless. Putting that bomb behind me and just waiting to be stunned by it. That was so dumb. Super duper stupid. There's the scepter. Does not be taken in by the possibility. Does not be taken in by the temptation of grabbing the scepter and just rushing to the exit. We're going to be careful, man. Is there dangers down here? Okay, there's nothing. That's good. We have surveyed the area. Now we can go for the scepter and get the hell out of here. So there was somewhere back here. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Wow. that was slightly close. My ball sack is now a bow tie. Very, very upset. Oh my goodness. Why do you hate me so? insane Lunky. I try so hard and go so far. You're so hell-bent to make it so that in the end, it won't even matter. You blow up that filthy thing. Give me some extra blood, please. Yeah. My goodness. Destroy that one because it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. We're just going to bomb our way through this side. Looking for that City of Gold entrance. And then just leave. I want to spend any more time than I need to in here because the crush traps are just freaking horrendous. There you go. Leave my hair stand on end. Literally horripilating. There you go. Okay, that's one horrendous problem taken care of. Huh? I thought... that's not going where I want it to go. I really want to get to that crush trap. That's why I'm trying so hard. Without moving. Are you kidding me right now? I hate you. Blow it up. Yeah, I could have just provoked it, right? That was extremely... me being a giant pussy. Go punch my Hawkman, man. Of all the dangers. Of all the dangers. Punch my Hawkman. This is the most shameful, pathetic way to end this run. I was so close to the City of Gold. I've not seen the City of Gold in Insane Lunky. Probably just once. 20,000 bugs and crush traps all over the place. Well, I guess, we'll try again next time. Hooray.